Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to a new video. This is the workout I did for Monday. I actually split this up into two parts, and the reason for that was because my roommate wanted to come and train around 6, so I did my snatches and clean and jerk work, went and mowed the front yard, and then came back and did the squats and pulls. I was tentatively thinking about doing some overhead press and some curls, but I'll probably just push those off till tomorrow at some point. The reason I didn't have many videos last week was for two different reasons. The one is that my shoulder was kind of achy, so I wasn't really having very long or very productive workouts. I had one good workout that I was planning on making a video of back squats where I went up to 202, and then pulls, deadlifts where I just went up to like 272. So it was like 605 or something in pounds. So that was a good workout. It was just really short, and I just didn't really feel like editing it all together. But it was like on Thursday or something. It was Wednesday or Thursday, I forget which day. But then over this weekend, I actually didn't train Saturday or Sunday because I drove up home to see my brother before he is deployed out to the Middle East. He's going to Iraq, to the northern part of it, relatively soon. Tuesday would have been the last day where we could have seen him, so we did a little get together on Sunday for him. And I came up on Saturday because my parents wanted to go to a baseball game, and I wanted to go too, so I haven't been there for a while. It wasn't a Cleveland Guardians game, but it was the Akron Rubber Ducks, which is always such a weird name. I always grew up, they were the Akron Arrows, and they changed it at some point to the Rubber Ducks, but went to see one of those games, and it was definitely a nice experience. There were some fireworks after, and it's always interesting to see what minor league players look like, and just the size of them, and them being much smaller than I am, which is kind of funny, and how much people exaggerate their heights. There's a lot of people that were my height that were magically 6'2", 6'3", and I'm 5'11", and I'm just 5'11". Like if I'm measure myself at the end of the day, I'm probably just slightly under. But you'd see these people that are, quote unquote 6 foot that look like high school sophomores. Now, granted, the one person I'm referring to is a left-handed pitcher throwing about 88 miles an hour, which is actually kind of slow for the minors, but he was kind of just in there at the end of the game, and I think they're towards the end of their season, so they're going to have some of the minor league players that never make it that are going to be there throwing some innings. But anywho, on to the workout. So as you're seeing here, you saw my first miss of the hang snatches. I wanted to do this movement at the beginning of the training week just because it's a difficult movement that I wanted to do more often, and it's that one I was very happy with. I like how I caught that one. But the reason I missed that one prior to that is I just extended early, and this one I actually overextended and threw it behind me. And then the next one I did the opposite, where I was just slightly too far out in front, so I wasn't able to stabilize it. And the same thing I did in the 105. The really nice thing is I was working a lot on the area of my back next to my scapula. I guess my traps or lats. I don't know. I'm too tired to try to think of the exact muscle group, but that scapular area right next to it, and there I was able to catch it. So I missed the first two and then made it on there, but I wasn't having any really shoulder pain because I was working on that area. So I think that's something I need to continue to do to really make sure that my shoulders are feeling good, because it definitely was feeling good on this particular day. The misses for those, the reason I was completely happy with retaking those, or just even with the misses, was because they were technical in nature that I missed them. It wasn't because my shoulder hurt or it was losing tension and pressing out or something like that. It was just because I was too far extended, or I looped it behind me, then I was too far out in front, and then I was able to catch it just right, kind of like the three little bears. But then did some power clean and jerks, power clean plus 2 jerks, so that was 102. And this one was kind of weird. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but my left arm, you guys see how I drifted forward there, I kind of caught it weird in my hand, and it didn't hurt my wrist, but I definitely felt a lot of pressure on it. And when I was coming back out later to do squats, my wrist was definitely not really hurt or anything, but just kind of back to how it was before. Didn't have any wrist pain or anything when I was doing snatches, and then didn't really have any. It was just more so after, just kind of that soreness, I suppose. It was kind of weird though. It felt like I was doing a clean with straps, like the way that I caught it. I caught it really deep in my hand, which is not typical what I do with cleans, since I usually catch kind of more so my fingers to allow my elbows to kind of push up under there. But I did that 125, 1 plus 2. I was definitely happy to be able to get that power, and the jerks felt really good, despite the clean being kind of weird. I then went up to 130, and these felt good as well. I was definitely happy with the technique of those. Then this was after mowing the lawn there. Still had my glasses on because I think I was watching some of the football game when two of the Monday night games were still kind of close. Seems like as of now they're both kind of blowouts, so not really too interested in watching them. I think the Eagles one might be a little bit closer, but I don't really care too much about the team, so it is what it is with that. My legs are very sore from the previous training, the hour or two beforehand. So I was not really sure what I was going to be able to do squat wise, and wanted just to get to 315. That was actually the goal, so I was able to get to that. And the goal reason why I was only 315 was just to get repetitions in. So this was kind of my, I guess, primer set, because I did a triple here, and then the goal was to do 5 sets of 3. And much like how I did with the snatches and the clean jerks, where I set my working sets, I kind of was able to push up or down with the weights depending how I felt, and these didn't feel as good, so I kept them all at 315. This set, I did a set of 5. My goal was to get a total of 15 reps in both the squats and the pulls. And this was my set of 10, or no, this is my set of 10. But I did a set of 5 and then a set of 10, and it wasn't really difficult. Looking at the video, it wasn't really difficult, but it was just like my quad tendons and everything were just a bit achy and sore, and it didn't really feel great physically on the first set, or at least that set of 3. These actually didn't really bother me too much, just because you're in a groove, and I'm really good at doing high rep sets and just kind of grinding through them, but these seem to be moving pretty well, so definitely happy with how those looked. So I'm still going and panting. I was actually maintaining my positioning really well, so that was good. Then in lieu of doing clean pulls, which is my original plan, I decided to do more of a hamstring focused pull, or like an RDL stiff leg thing. I don't really know what to call these. I guess they're kind of RDLs because I don't go all the way down, but I did a set of 10 here with the 315, and I thought about just doing all 15 reps together, but I think it would have been just a little bit too hard, and I didn't want to get my hamstring to cramp, or I don't know. I've never had any sort of hamstring injury, but it was just getting a really good burn at that point, so I figured I'd break it up into 2 sets there, get this set of 5 in, and get out of there and get some food and get this video edited and all that good stuff. But that was my Monday training. The only thing I didn't do was some of the overhead pressing that I had planned, and some bicep curls, but I'll throw those into tomorrow's workout. But that's it for now. So I'm going to get some more food in me, go to bed, and hopefully have another good training session tomorrow. But that was Monday training. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Have a great one. Peace.